This is your favorite uncle showing off his talents, going against the man who is changing his. I don't know how he's Fight Night's finest here, but was Undisputed's finest before. But he is looking to be Undisputed's finest by getting a victory here. And I really like this. Look at the switch that we have here. We see Fight Night's finest is picking Sugar Ray Robinson, and Uncle Talent is Saul Canelo Alvarez. I will not be screaming that this time. I have a sleeping fiance, and she's taking a quick nap, so I won't be doing that. But Undisputed
You know what? You
finest.
you can leave the scream to me. I'll scream it out. Canelo Alvarez. I'll scream for the both of you as
Saul!
well. Saul is ready to go, and he's being used by Uncle Talent, which is gonna be very interesting to see. Fight Night's finest. We know that he's an all-around boxer. He will take the pressures. He has a patience of a savant when it goes to the boxing ring. So this second semifinal matchups, will we actually see someone go into the finals, or will we see another draw? Anything is possible when it comes into this ring, into this tournament. We'll have to find out, but this is what it's all about. Who is going to go into the money and who will be left in the third place matchup? Everything is on the line in this marathon of a tournament here.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Good stuff here right now where Undisputed Fight Night's finest is starting to land a good amount of shots. And I like that, again, he is playing as a taller fighter, and he has the advantage. I think that he saw Uncle Talent play as Sugar Ray Robinson, and he wants to prove that he can play it, that character, and do a little bit better with it. And so Uncle Talent is going to have a reach advantage he has to get over, a speed advantage he has to get over, some perks he also has to get over. But if you can, with Canelo Alvarez, you can definitely make your opponent go to sleep. And it's very strong.
Oh, and you already see it. The turnabout is fair play. You know that Uncle Talent saw tape of Fight Night's Finest last matchup, and he's like, oh, so you don't really protect the body as much. Well, if I could get a knockdown, I know I can handle that lead. So very interesting to see what Fight Night's Finest does in this situation. Does he try to change his situation, or does he keep it up? Because he did win that fight, but he took a lot of damage at the end of it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But he also blocked quite a bit of shots here. So if I'm Uncle Talent, yeah, it might be good to break the distance by using that diagonal movement and then landing in the body shots. I mean, especially when you see Fight Night's finest, Undisputed's finest, standing right like he was within the fight against iGame you watched. But understand that he's point boxing at this point. He's point boxing, so you need to be very careful. As you come in, you might get caught with about 2-3 jabs. Could be caught with that check hook. So you need to be careful. You got to really gauge the distance before it
Yeah.
disengage.
And you can see that little bit of the last sequence in that first round. You see Uncle Talent just taking the time, went in with a shot of his own, trying to like sneak in sneaky straight against his opponent, but was able to get capitalized on by Fight Night's finest body shots. So what is that going to be telling in this second round right here? Will Uncle Talent try to push out the pressure? Will he try to force Fight Night Finest to fight more of an aggressive fighter? We'll have to see, because Fight Night's Finest, as you said, point fighting, fencing a little bit. If you were trying to look at the
Like that.
Olympics a little bit, just, you know, you don't really need to do as much damage as long as you land and you get a high percentage. Percentage fighting is the benefit. He was able to win. Let's see how it pans out in the second round.
You know, I've never seen this arena, but I'm starting to recognize what that floor is. And those are like little placemats. And yeah, the corrugated placemats. Wow, this is the second time that Fight Night's Finest has put us here, and I like it.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
neat.
yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. But anyway, onto the actual fight. We're seeing Overtown try to break through, but he got caught with two body uppercuts, switching each from Fighting Finest. Um, and look at that. They're just hitting a lot of on the block right now. Not a lot of damage is being done by either of these guys.
Yeah, but again, it's still common points. So like, look at that combination from Canelo, using the pedal to the metal of his striking, just going for the left hook with the right hooks, with landing four-piece. But that's something that he needs to do, right? He needs to
Yeah,
use these rounds in those little spurts of momentum to get against his opponent, because they're landing. We know Canelo has dynamite and those powerful stones of hands. Well, Fight Night's Finest, his agility, his movement, his footwork, his combinations, like right there, left hook straight to the face, and then go and dig into the body. That works very nicely. Trying to go for a diagonal launch that UncleTalent tried to do, but with 7 seconds left, not really fully capitalizing.
That is very true. Look at this. Look how he's moving forward here, UncleTalent. He landed a little bit more straights. I'm not seeing a lot of body shots going over there. 96, 97 stamina and health. That's not bad. We are going into the third round here, and again, high guard coming from FightNightsFinest, and he's keeping that distance. This has been the story of how he's been fighting throughout this tournament. Lands that left hand, potentially in the block. It might have been clean there against UncleTalent. Now we got UncleTalent here. He's just trying to get in there, like as you can see, but he's not rushing. He's not rushing in there. He's Mexican, but I mean, he's not rushing in there. Get the joke? And trying to get, it was a good joke. But now he's not going in there and trying to eat all these shots as he enters in the pocket. But now they're close, and now they're in the pocket and they're fighting.
Yeah, I feel like UncleTalent knows what he wants to do now. He was able to get like a streak of 3 punches to the face of FightNightsFinest, and FightNightsFinest trying to find his way back in, but backing up, has to be his opportunity, because he's able to get the left hook right there and now working towards the body. But UncleTalent, he's still there. He's still ready to unleash his strikes. And look at that. So many combinations coming in flush from UncleTalent. He just needs to do a little bit more of it with 1 man to go. And he's getting a nice counter as he lunges forward.
Good jabs landing to the body from UncleTalent onto FightNightsFinest.
Yeah, and so far, we'll see. Center of the ring. CompuBox prediction scores are coming up. And you see the combinations coming in. The damage has to be affecting FightNightsFinest, but he's moving forward a little bit. And just like that little turn from UncleTalent, you saw him on the outside, but able to turn it 180 so he has his opponents back to the ropes. That is a good change and gives him more opportunity to get a strikeout. But a good counter from FightNightsFinest. And as we approach, we're approaching the end of the round. Where do you see it? Do you see it 2-1 or maybe tied up? Where do you see this going?
I don't know, man. Yeah, 2-1. Look at that. And UncleTalent, it was definitely close, but UncleTalent is doing a good job. He lands that lead left hand. I actually thought the last round he would have won. He would have been ahead, so I'm a little shocked that that's not the case.
Yeah, it is.
Playing a little matrix there.
Yeah, a little bit of a matrix, and also the hooks, the straights. Coming in from FightNightsFinest, he's scored points, but with a straight like that from Canelo, you need to be very careful. You need to have your offense and your defense very well established, because right now, I feel like from UncleTalent, from going after Royson, he wants to say, okay, the CompuBox predicted scores are not in my favor. I need to put something on tape. I need to make sure the judges know that I'm here and I deserve to win this round right here.
As he should. As he should. And now, look at this. He's trying to land these hooks. There's so many blocked shots from both of these guys. I feel like they both know the offenses the opponent's trying to throw so well. That shot snuck in there from FightNightsFinest. And that one sneaks in there from UncleTalent. Wow, these are very back and forth. 2 body shots land flush from FightNightsFinest.
Yeah, 1 minute left to go in this 4th round right here. We saw a little bit of the block H be fairly low for UncleTalent, but still able to strike. And you see FightNightsFinest, a quick 2 shots into the counter of the face of Canelo Alvarez. So far, Sugar Ray Robinson has had the range, has had the distance, and FightNightsFinest is using it to his maximum benefit with 25 seconds left to go.
Those 2 counters were very significant. And again, he goes to the body, but he gets blocked. That was really high-level boxing IQ from UncleTalent, showing his chess prowess, thinking ahead and picking out the moves and predicting his opponent was going to throw that. That's good. Now, if he can continue to do that, he can then land a counter. 88 damage, 92 from UncleTalent. We can only speculate what is on the other side. Round 5 underway.
Yeah, closer and closer to the midway point. of this second semifinal matchup. We still have Pryaxis and Attic 85 waiting in the wings for their draw instant run back, but we'll have to see who is going to join them in the finale. Who's going to be in the third place matchup? We'll have to find out, because Fight Night's Finest taking center of the ring, trying to use the jabs a little bit more. And you see UncleTalent being very not predictable with his movement, but also going like side to side, a little bit vertical, diagonal with his movement a little bit, not trying to keep it at a straight line. And you see the distance not fully close to where he wants to get a full flush shot, but Fight Night's Finest needs to watch out for everything and anything that could possibly come his way.
Well, that's why he's standing in the center, right? It allows him to have that distance, and
True.
he controls it with the jabs and the straights, as you can see there. And he is being very defensively sound as he lands a straight and a lead hook up top against UncleTalent. I think UncleTalent really, you know what? Push chest to chest and start landing these shots like he's doing there. That's good. You know, you can't be afraid because someone's just standing still. You got to make them move.
Ooh.
Like that. Like that. Get them moving backwards. You want to stand in front of me? I'm going to fire shots and land another straight against you. That's an amazing offense coming from UncleTalent. Now he's starting to get a rhythm going against Undisputed Finest.
Okay.
And a straight shot counter lands again using Canelo Alvarez. He's doing a great job.
We went from a little bit of a simmer on the stove, and now we're just going to a little bit of a high heat with the striking, with the punishment that's coming from UncleTalent, just letting it cook a little bit in that ring into the semifinal matchup. And you have to think UncleTalent, the way he's striking, the way that he's pinpointing his opponent with his punches, and you see Fight Night's Finest falling back saying, okay, that's the end of the round, let me recuperate. That is a great combination of good sequences, a couple of sequences from UncleTalent there.
It is, and here goes round number 6. And again,
and he's going straight in.
Yep, I like that, because this is what you got to do. You need to make it a brawl. You need to make this ugly. You do not want to have this be a real-to-real situation, a situation where you're getting punched as you come in. You want to be right into his face and stay there. As you can see here, he's been landing and doing this effectively. And again, he lands 2 shots. UncleTalent is starting to go off, and now he's starting to take a little bit out of iGameYouWatch's book and do the diagonal movement. But hold up now. Once he saw that, he said, okay, well, I know how to deal with this. And he throws that left hook, and he does a good job.
He was at 70% of the flow state. He was almost to completion with his whole rhythm, and then a simple straight counter from Fight Night's Finest changes that a little bit. But you see, UncleTalent, he's still going forward. He wants to be in this kind of race because he knows those hooks are paying dividends. But how many times can he suffer trades like that? Because we know that Fight Night's Finest can turn it on a dime and change the whole entire script and get a knockdown of its own. But right now, we're seeing UncleTalent. He wants to go back in. He wants to keep fighting. And with 1 minute to go, we're in the 6th round. If he goes to the 7th round and gets maybe the rounds to his favor, maybe he puts on a little bit more of that pressure. Diagonal lunges back in, but now the brawl, the striking from UncleTalent with the left hook, landing very clear, and now he's going in. Now he wants to use more and more of his striking, and he's landing very nicely.
He is landing very nicely. I would like to see a little bit more uppercuts like we just saw there from Undisputed's Finest, because there is an uppercut perk on both of these fighters, but we're not seeing it that much. And you know what, man? Throw them if you got them. Throw that lead jab and throw that uppercut followed up with it. Start to land those shots. You can utilize the perks that you got, and that's an awesome jab counter that lands as Fight Night's Finest exits the pocket. And now he heard me, started throwing body uppercuts there. Good stuff. We are at the end of the 6th, going into the 7th, 78-85.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a damn fight. 57-57 at the end of 6 rounds. And you can see, Fight Night's Finest, he's not being patient anymore. He wants to go in and fight. It seems like UncleTalent, he's fighting angry. He's like, okay, now I got you. Now I know I can tie this whole thing up with you. And now you see, Fight Night's Finest, he's like, oh, you want to fight angry? Well, I am angry as well, and I want to punch back as much as possible. Who is going to take these next 6 rounds and go into the final best of 3 for all the money and the title?
All the money and the title. They want all the money and the title. They want it. They want it bad. Who wants it more, though? And that is a left hand that lands up top from Fight Night's Finest. A jab. They trade. Both of them just blocking each other in the face. Straight punch lands there from UncleTalent. Now they're about to engage again in just a second, and that's a left hand that lands lovely. They keep trading these left hooks.
Yeah, the trading of the left hooks had been like a staple of this fight, but it's just a step back into a lunge and then also going for the strike. It's just working nicely. The right hook landing for UncleTalent, but Talent now is the one backing up. In Fight Night's Finest, he's the one that's going forward a little bit, and now he's obliging both guys in the phone booth, trading a little bit, and I think we're gonna have to go again, because now we're not even just attacking the body, we're going straight to the head, and we're landing some absolute bombs with the hooks.
You're right about that. You're very right about that. Look at that, a jab, a counter, lands there from UncleTalent. And I really like that Fight Night's Finest is not chasing, but at this point, he just got caught with 2 jabs consecutively. Pop, pop, pop. That was a really nice combination. The power shoot lands with that left hook followed up. UncleTalent, man, he's letting it go. He's letting his punches fly, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit of deja vu when he had those shots, right? He was able to get in the last round and able to get in the 7th round, and he was able to tie it up. If he's able to win this round, he might be up with 5 rounds to go. He is feeling it. He got Fight Night's Finest out of his game plan, and now he is fighting his fight. Who is going to take this next round? Because right now, Fight Night, he wants a payback. You have to admit he wants a payback.
Yeah, guys, tell us in the chat who you think you got up at this point. It's been so dead even. And they both are landing some crazy shots against each other. I think UncleTalent's been landing a little bit more and better at the exchanges, but Fight Night's Finest is certainly doing his job here by landing shots like that. A jab and a lead hook lands up top without any answer. Again, that body uppercut. That is what you need to do, people. Start landing these uppercuts and break your opponent's body down with the hooks and the uppercuts there. And you got to catch them. You got to get better at moving the footwork and getting close to your opponent. And again, he lands another lead uppercut to the body with a lead hook up top. And now Fight Night's Finest is doing a really good job at getting back in control of what he thinks is something that it should be in his control. Because when you look at the fights he has, he wins by decision majority of the time. So now,
and also when you look at this fight right here, you wouldn't even think this is a number 3 seed going against a number 7 seed.
No,
it's that close of a matchup. UncleTalent is trying to do the impossible, landing some bombs on his opponent, striking from the heavens, lightning down to the ground of the face of Fight Night's Finest. And right now, Fight Night's Finest trying to find an answer and can't find a single damn one as he gets hit with a vicious counter. Again, UncleTalent putting on his opponent, rocking him, storming forward, trying to land a body, maybe him, and he knocks him down with a timber.
He took the knee, actually, and he saved himself. That is something he did, and that's very wise. He's going to get up here at the 8 count. That's why, or actually, the 6th, I'm a little shocked. I thought it was always the 8. Was it the knee, or did he actually get knocked down?
He actually got knocked out. He got body shot, knocked down. He got very close, but that's huge. That changes everything. The number 7 seed, the underdog, is now 2 rounds up. A 10-8 round in the last round, and we're in round 9. And you have to feel the pressure, the tension that's in the back of the mind of Fight Night's Finest. Now you see him moving forward. He says, I need to get my lick back, and I need to see him in that ring. I need to see him in the center, and I need to brawl with him. Because not only can he not point fight, not only can he not fence, now he needs to go into a scrap here, Omni.
He is making a war for sure. I also have another question. What is the term, like, I need to get another lick in? Are people going around licking each other, like, as a attacking?
No.
I really
like you need like, you get hit, and now you got to get your head back. It's like getting a lick back. You never heard that before?
I've heard it, but I had a question. And
okay.
I needed to ask you. But anyway, he takes the licks and he keeps calling.
Lick back, K's, what does the K stand for? And then what is addict being an addict for? Winning? We may never know. We might have like a whole
These are the questions of the universe. Yeah, these are the questions
of the universe.
Yeah, if you understand these questions, it's like understanding the secrets of 3. If you're Einstein, you know what I'm talking about. If you listen to him. And look at this. Now another jab. Here, let's talk about the fight for a second.
I was gonna say Fight Night's Finest is looking for some answers in the universe to combat against UncleTalent. Because right now, UncleTalent, he's in this rhythm that's hard to describe. But look at the lunges, look at the jabs, the hooks. Every time he's in this phone booth, it's been success after success. And with Fight Night's Finest, he's seeing his tournament life going down the drain if he doesn't answer back. And you see good combinations coming from Fight Night's Finest with 18 seconds left, trying to fight his way back in, taking the center of the ring. 10 seconds left of this ninth round, going to the championship rounds and going with a little bit of a brawl, but not as much. And will he just keep it to the last round? And also a point of stamina. How is both staminas going to be in these next 3 rounds?
60 to 76. CompuBot comes up. It's still tied!
85! There's no way, dude. 10th round, best of 3 of the rounds. Who is going to the finals? Don't tell me we're going to have another draw. I swear to God, we have another draw. I'm going to need
actually very real.
4 gallons of water. My voice cannot handle this.
That's why you get a Yeti, man. That's why you get this nice.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah.
Nice red Yeti right here. This is
My God.
red. Remember this? It's a gallon.
You came prepared, just like UncleTalent came prepared in this matchup right here against Fight Night's Finest. Get a power right hook onto his opponent. Fight Night's Finest still in the fight, but he needs to not get rocked. How much damage has he taken in these middle rounds?
Nice.
He's taking more and more and more, and it's just too much to handle.
Nice left hand lands there. A straight shot lands there from Undisputed Fight Night's Finest. UncleTalent here. He's going. Look at that. That right there. This is a lesson for anybody who's trying to get good at this game. UncleTalent is throwing shots when he believes his opponent is coming in. That could be dangerous if you understand your opponent and your opponent knows that. But this is the kind of thing that makes or breaks fights. Is when you're predicting when your opponent is coming in and you're using that long reach.
Oh.
Like that. Look at that. Like that right there was because he knew that Fight Night's Finest was going to come in. So he threw a jab, lead hook as Fight Night's Finest was trying to counter with the right hand. Remember this kind of stuff, guys. It's a chess match. It's moves, predictions ahead of time.
Yeah, and you saw the pawn go to Rook Knight 3 with the striking from Ruthless Omni. That thing was absolutely insane with the movement. And now both guys are just using their stamina to the end of the 10th round. Save your energy. We got 2 more rounds to go. You don't have to give it all you want, but the left hook's coming in. UncleTalent says to the bell, damn it. I want to win this whole tournament. And he's going to start with Roizen, and then now with Fight Night's Finest as we go into the penultimate round of this semifinal matchup.
Yeah, the 11th round here as we get going. I think Undisputed's Finest has got to recognize that, you know, this fight is a little close, but you can take it away. Same thing on UncleTalent's side. You don't know who won that last round. It is a very big possibility that we're going to see another draw, which honestly...
Don't put that bad juju on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you even bring that out to the
That
universe.
is a power straight that just went flush after those 2 diagonal movements are successful at mitigating the damage coming from Fight Night's Finest. And he gets blocked right in the face, and again he gets hit right in the face.
Oh.
And again, he's power straight, and UncleTalent is getting a little cocky here, throwing these power shots.
No,
you gotta be careful.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You were able to get a knockdown. The mistake that we saw against Fight Night's Finest is that you went into the low period and you did stick with your guns. You didn't go to branching out. Like, stay with your game plan, but you could branch out a little bit, but just pepper it. But with left and rights from Fight Night's Finest, you can say he changed up his whole game plan. He knows he needs to go forward. With 1 minute left in the penultimate round of the semifinal matchup, UncleTalent taking more of the outside here. And Omni, you have to think someone's going to get knocked down here.
The way that they're moving, yeah, there's a highly likelihood that one of them are going to get rocked here. They're both landing consecutively on each other. Another left hand lands from Fight Night's Finest. Another left hand lands from Fight Night's Finest. I mean, and now he's going jabs into straight. You gotta. This is that full Matador kind of style, and it's crazy to me that we're seeing Fight Night's Finest be the one that is actually pressuring and not UncleTalent playing as Canelo Alvarez. And as we close out this round, it's only leaving more questions as to what the judges were thinking, because it seems so close and even at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. It is the final round of this matchup. So far, it's been very close. We see knockdowns. We see power counters like that working onto the face of Fight Night's Finest. But Fight Night's Finest saying, I am not going to quit. I'm going to land my own stuff and get into the finals. Because that's what it's all about. Winner goes to the finals. The third place matchup is still on the line for the money. But right now, who is going to take it? You see UncleTalent going forward, trying to work his way with his strikes. But nice cooks coming from Fight Night's Finest. That's going to be very key for him.
Yeah, he really wants to continuously land when he sees the opening. A power straight misses and a miss left hand hook coming from UncleTalent. 2 of them missing in a row. That's really important. Fight Night's Finest needs to do exactly this, but he just got caught without.
Oh my God!
Pinpoint
accuracy. The sniper shot of a straight coming from Canelo. UncleTalent. UncleTalent with a timber! Landing on the canvas. Fight Night Finest does. That's his second knockdown again. Will he be able to get up? He will. But how much time is left for UncleTalent to get the knockout? He beat the knockout king. He wants to knock out Fight Night's Finest with under 1 minute to go. Who is going to take it? Will Fight Night's Finest take it? Gets left hook or right hook along with his presence. 40 seconds left. We are taking it home here, Omni.
Yeah, we are taking it home here. But that was the thing. I was calling that before. UncleTalent started landing about 3 or 4 consecutive shots right to the face, and again he goes and he lands a shot. We are last 15 seconds here. UncleTalent is moving forward, and he wants to get this knockout. We know he's won this round. He wants this round, and we are coming to the last 5 seconds.
Oh, he got it again! He got it again! 2 seconds! A fadeaway buzzer beater! Will that be a TKO? Will Fight Night's Finest be able to get up? That's the 3rd knockdown! 5 seconds in! Will he make it to his feet? He does! He got back up! The soul, the heart of Fight Night's Finest! We will go to the judges' scorecards, and your winner will be the number 7 seed. He will go to the finals to either face the King at Paradoxes or the underdog Addict 85. The finals is set.
Man, oh man, talk a fight of the night. That was crazy. And there he is. There's the UncleTalent right there, that guy. That guy, look at this, really separated himself from the pack here. It was dead even going into that final round for the most part. But UncleTalent, he just took out Fight Night's Finest. The guy I called Undisputed Finest. He just took this guy out. And honestly, great fight to both of you. Truly a spectacular fight. Fight Night's Finest came in game ready. UncleTalent came in game ready, and that's it, man. He